Hello, everyone, and welcome to San Antonio Monthly Magazine Podcast. Lorena Monroe, right here with Arlette Belver. How are you today, Arlette?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, Arlette, so let's talk a little bit about the responsibilities that you have within your business, Aquatols. Tell me a little bit about that.
So Lorena, when you manage multi-units, different businesses, with different addresses, what my job and responsibilities are essentially is to make sure that my team in each facility have the resources and the tools and the systems in place to execute their job. Because when you have different locations, it's impossible for you to be managing each of them at all times. We're open 7 days a week. During the week, we're open 12 hours. So it is literally impossible for me to be at all 4 locations at all the time. So my job is to make sure that my general managers, my aquatic managers, and office managers have all of the tools in place to provide an excellent experience to our students and families.
Well, and one thing that you are saying right here is you have to have everything in place. You have to have what we call a consistency of all 4 different locations. And I know that you have over 100 employees with all your locations. And so it is what we call a balance.
Yes, it is. It is.
You have to have a balance. So Arlette right now just expressed a little bit about the importance and how does it work, because you are definitely managing 4 existing locations right now and the one that you're getting ready to open in Florida. So the key here is balancing. All right, Arlette. So what do you feel that you have learned in the past few years in your businesses as a franchise owner?
Number 1, Lorena, you need to have the right team in place. Okay, without the right people, you're not successful. Either a team makes you or destroys you. So finding the talent, it's one key to be organized and to be successful. Number 2 is having the right processes in place. And you're familiar with the franchise industry. So the wonderful aspect of having or joining a franchise is because there's a lot of systems in place that you just have to follow. And Aquatols provides that. And then they have an amazing background in the system for both the water and the lobby. Because for us, we have 2 customers. Number 1 is the little student in the water and the parents in the lobby. So we have amazing systems for them. And number 3 is to be consistent. We have to be consistent every day. It's a repetition every day. Every day we go through the same status. We review the processes. We review everything, the facilities that are in place, that the chemicals in the pool are balanced, the water is proper. It's the consistency of the repetition daily.
Now, one thing that Arlette is talking about right here is, the running a franchise is like a written book. Do you believe that?
Yes, it is.
Because you have to be consistent, persistent, and most of all, you have to have the protocol in all facilities, because here you are dealing with obviously a responsibility and a liability of saving lives, and also making sure that everyone is on point, that you are on the lookout for anything that could go wrong, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so the reason why I'm asking Arlette all these questions is because I want everyone to understand what a franchise investor, owner does and what they have to do to stay in business. But right now, she also shared that it is a franchise, and she confirmed that it is like a book that is written. Now, why is it that franchises are so successful? Can you tell me?
Because of the consistency of the protocol that you just follow. If you're responsible, if you're just faithful about following the book that is given to you, then there is no wondering if I will be successful. It's a given, successful, and system-proven process that you just have to obey and follow by the book.
follow by the book. That's absolutely correct. And that's why Arlette is being successful, because yes, there is a responsibility behind it. Yes, there is a huge investment. And yes, it's a commitment that you do with this company when you decide to invest in a franchise. Do you have a clue of all the other franchises, of how successful they are because they follow exactly what you do, amiga?
We are a very small family of owners, Lorena, and we're very united and we're very supportive to one another. And it is my impression that we all have the same passion and the same responsibility and the same desire to follow the process. We have a small family, but extremely committed with the mission of the company.
You're right, because it is a commitment. And it's like you said at the initiation of this podcast, is the importance of finding the key players that are willing to be responsible, that see the beauty of what you're doing, but also that want to grow within your company. One thing that I can share with you, Arlette, is that, 20 years later, if you walk into my first original franchise of Las Palapas, you will find most of the employees that are still there today. Why? Because when you commit to a franchise and growing with the franchise, you become family, but you also secure what we call your income. And that's one established income. So, amiga, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about your responsibility of having to pay that residual income every month of the 6% that you have to pay per school.
That's right. Being a franchise owner, I can tell you that my contract establishes a percentage of royalties that is paid to the franchisor on a monthly basis, like it or not.
Like it or not. And the reason why I'm asking Arlette all these questions is because I want everyone to understand the importance that it is about a company that we have unveiled. I personally have unveiled a company in the past year and a half that literally is what we call location, 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 product, product, product. And also it is beautiful enough to set yourself up for a residual income while you sleep. And that's why I'm asking Arlette all these questions, because I want people to understand what goes behind any franchise. And I'm talking like McDonald's, like Whataburgers, like Burger Kings, like all these franchises that people go and invest millions and millions of dollars. And did you know, amiga, that most of these franchises, they don't even own the real estate, they lease the real estate.
And that's exactly the situation we're in.
I was going to tell you, let's talk a little bit about that, okay? I mean, the blessing that I did when I initiated, the franchise of Las Palapas is one secret. And I bought and owned the land where I built. So what happened there is that we initiated 4 businesses in one. 4 businesses. The land was under one business. The building was under another business. The name of the Las Palapas was under another business, and the cash flow was totally under another business. You know why? Because of the tax purposes. As you go, you set the protocol of your businesses. Everybody runs their businesses different, and everybody has a different point of view. And one thing that I got to share with you is that when I, sold my restaurant a few years ago, I decided to go into consulting business. And I want you to know that a lot of people from different parts from the States and also from Mexico, they were coming right here into San Antonio, Texas, and they were investing money, and they had to invest a minimum of amount of money in order for them to get their visas. So what happens is that they went into opening restaurants. So I was doing a lot of restaurant consulting, and the moment that I walked in and looked at the menu, Arlette, I knew exactly what the food cost was at, the payroll was at, and how much money that restaurant was going to make by location, location, location. So it is a commitment when you initiate a franchise. And it is an investment, but it is an investment that you invest, that you put your name, you put your credit line, you go out and get a loan to go out and fulfill what the franchises required. So like you just finished saying, you are in a position where you are leasing the space. Tell us a little bit about that.
So our facilities, unlike your example, we are leasing a space inside a shopping center. Now, we're not required to be in a shopping center. However, based off marketing analysis, it is recommended for Aquatats to be in a shopping strip. Why? Because we want to make moms' lives easier. We want moms to make a one-stop. You're a mom. I'm a mom as well. So the least amount of driving and stops that we make, it's a lot more convenient for the moms. So we want to make sure mom takes the kids to swim lessons and then they go buy, I don't know, eggs, milk and everything next door because there's a Target, there's an H-E-B, there's other facilities. They go do their nails as well. There's restaurants where the family, after swim lessons, they go have a family dinner. Some of my schools are in the same shopping center where there's a movie theater. So it's a family date. So we're trying to make it simple for the parents to make less stops in the week. So it's very intentional.
That's right. So, they don't request it, but they obviously tell you, hey, this is the best way that you're going to be successful, because you think about not only the kiddos, but you think about the moms, the families, about having the right entertainment while they're taking the lessons. That's what I love about franchises, that they do the work for you, amiga. And when you are going in, you know that they do the work that they need to do in order for them to get you to be successful.
That's right.
Because they tell you, okay, if you lease here, you have how long is your lease? Is it a 10-year lease, 15-year lease?
I have leases for 10, 15, and 20 years. 15,
10, and 20
yes.
years. So you know that you're going to get your money back.
That's right. The investment is very strong, it's very heavy, as you said. So to go into a shopping center and to get a lease for 5 years, it's not financially smart to do it. You have to get a long-term commitment.
A long-term commitment. And the reason why I'm asking all these questions is because we are going to talk a little bit about a beautiful company that we unveiled, like I said earlier in the podcast, that it just literally has changed your life, Arlette.
It has.
It has. Okay. And would you like to tell everybody a little bit about it?
I love to do that.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
So this company, Lorena, offers 3 different pillars of products. And Lorena and I, as committed as we are to our lifestyles and the way we take care of ourselves, you work out, I work out, you take care of your skin, I do it as well. We love knowing new places around the world. I think traveling is a passion for me and my husband. So the pillars of the company is traveling, which is, I think, in my opinion, the number 1 industry in the world currently. Number 2 is skincare. And number 3 is nutrition.
That's right. That is absolutely correct. Amiga, do you know that as of the initiation of this year, 2024, the travel industry has gone to be crazy?
I've noticed that.
I believe that you just traveled to Paris.
Yes, we went to Europe and it was everywhere we went. It was extremely crowded.
Extremely crowded. And we don't know what is going, but I think everybody's having a crisis because everybody's traveling. This was a summer that everybody decided to take a vacation. So yes, Arlette is absolutely correct. We are involved with a company that is 3 pillars. 1 is got to do with travel. 2 is got to do with health and beauty and nutrition. So tell us a little bit about the travel experience that you've had with this company.
So I've gone through many trips now. I actually forgot how many I've gone through this year, and it's been only 7 months. So I've traveled to Orlando. I went to Playa del Carmen, my beloved Mexico. We traveled in Europe to France and Spain, and we went to St. Louis, Missouri. We are scheduled to go next month to Thailand, and in November we're going back to Cancun.
Yes.
And so far, I'm sorry. we're going to Lake Tahoe by Christmas for Christmas. So it's one after another one. It's an amazing experience. And what I like the most of it, Lorena, is the prices are extraordinary. It makes it affordable for everybody.
It makes it affordable for everybody. Well, you know what, Arlette Belver, I have been involved in this wonderful company for a year and a little over a year and a half. And I got to tell you, girl, I totally forgot how many trips I've traveled because I've traveled the world. But it's definitely three things. One is inexpensive. Two, it is an opportunity for you to make money while you sleep. And I love that. And three, you get to change lives. Do you feel that you've changed anybody's life?
I do because I have built a team of about 40 people so far, and just working with them and listening to their feedback and their experiences, it's given me the opportunity to realize how much change I have been able to make an impact, the impact we have made into their lives. We all believe that traveling is very expensive, and yes, it is, but it doesn't have to be expensive, because what I have experienced through this company is what you normally spend in one trip, we're able now to spend it in 2 or 3 trips.
That's right. That's right. And the reason why I got involved in this company, because a lot of people stop me, a lot of people inbox me, a lot of people email me, a lot of people call me, and they're asking me, why are you involved in this company? And you know, it's very simple. The only thing you got to do is just follow me on Instagram, Bonita Productions USA, and you are going to see why I love doing what I'm doing and why I am traveling so much is because I'm doing 3 things, Arlette. One is I am promoting my existing business, which is Bonita Productions. 2, I network and I have met people from all over the world. And we all have one thing in common. And we are all business entrepreneurs. I believe that you've had a little example of that in Mexico.
That's right.
I believe that you've had the opportunity to brand your company Aquatos to the next level because of all the doors that you are opening within your company. And the most important one, the third one, is that when you tell people about what we're doing, they automatically want to travel, they want to look good, and they want to feel good. So they are a part of this company. Amiga, I know that everybody wants to know, but we are not going to let them know all in one podcast. So you have got to stay tuned for the next conversation with my beautiful Arlette Belver and Lorena Monroe, because we are going to tell you a little bit more about how to have the secret of financial freedom. Amiga, do you feel like you are accomplishing that?
I am. And I'm in the right path.
You
with the right people in the right company.
She is in the right path with the right people, but it takes the right leaders. So stay tuned with Bonita Productions and San Antonio Monthly Podcast so that we can tell you what this is all about. Hasta la vista!